Okay, we have a voicemail number. That number is 219-2-David-P. We received a voicemail that is interesting. It's about veterans and the left. I disagree with the premise of the voicemail, but let's listen to it first, and then I'll tell you what I think.
Hey, David, this is Shane from out in Ventura. Tried to get you on the call line and didn't, but I wanted to ask you this question because I think it means a lot. Will the left ever meaningfully accept veterans and their families under the big tent? I'd ask you to consider, at least for the sake of argument, that veterans are among the most class-conscious and class-organized groups in this country. Look at Team Rubicon, Team Red, White, and Blue that do charity work and disaster prevention, and all of the organizations that support veterans. This accepting of military veterans under the big left tent would also help in taking the corporate Dems and the corporate Republicans' ability to wrap themselves in the flag. You know, as a vet, I want to be part of the solution for my country, not a part of the problem. And I definitely feel like the direction that you represent and other people are representing now are part of the solution, not part of the problem. How do we clear the barrier? Can we? I'd ask you to consider the bonus march and Samantha Butler's War is a Racket. Thank you very much for your time.
Listen, I disagree with the premise, okay? I agree that the right has won the propaganda war around supporting the troops, but the left does accept veterans. The left is, listen, it's not patriotic to say, let's send our troops all over the place to spread democracy or whatever. That's not patriotic, and it's not supporting the veterans. When the left says we really should be considering use of the military as our last resort, we shouldn't use the military for political fights. We shouldn't use the military in ways that we are putting them in harm's way for the personal political priorities of whoever is in the White House. That is supporting the troops. When we say, hey, the veterans are coming back and they're not getting the care that they need, and there's PTSD and there's other things, and we've got to fund that properly, that's patriotic. That supports the veterans. That supports the troops. When Trump says there's lots of veterans who just aren't strong enough, so they have PTSD, right? That does not support the troops. That does not support veterans. So I reject wholeheartedly the idea that veterans and their families are not accepted by the left. It's that the right has, and it may even have infected this caller, the right has so successfully run the propaganda war around the troops that you end up getting calls like this where someone says, hey, it would be really great if the left accepted veterans. What exactly are you talking about when you say that? Because I consider my views on troops and veterans of the most pro-troop and pro-veteran views one can have. They just aren't use our troops for political gain around the world. Indefinitely increase funding to unnecessarily cartoonish levels to endlessly buy and replace more and more weapons that will never be used and that we don't need. That doesn't seem to support the troops. That doesn't seem to support veterans. I'm actually for supporting the troops and veterans in the ways that I would prioritize, number one, keeping them safe, and number two, keeping them healthy, and number three, jobs programs and reintegration into society after serving overseas, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So give me a break. The left has no problem with veterans, but we have, unfortunately, lost the propaganda war in great part to messaging from the right around support the troops. Sad, very, very sad. On today's bonus show, we will talk about yet another threat to the Affordable Care Act. I will also talk about Netflix making an announcement that they are going to try to pare down in Netflix original programming the amount of smoking of cigarettes that takes place because of complaints that at this point in time, we should really stop, quote, glorifying smoking by having lead characters and others smoke cigarettes in shows. Very interesting topic, which I want to get into on the bonus show. And lastly, nearly a quarter of Americans now say they do not believe they will ever retire, according to a new poll. We will talk about the details of that, as well as the economic implications and the socio-cultural implications. Get access to the bonus show instantly by becoming a member at joinpakman.com or becoming a patron at patreon.com/David Pakman Show.